Help support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps your bank information private when shopping online. Get $5 right now to try the service at plughitzlive.com/privacy. Hello, Internet. I'm Scott with PLUGHITZ Live, part of the Tech Podcast Network. We are here at CES 2019 at the Vivitar booth. I have got a scooter behind me. We'll talk about that in just a second, but go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Lloyd Gladstone. I'm the head of product development for the Voyager line.
Okay. And I'm assuming the Voyager line is the stuff that we have here behind us, like the scooter.
That's right. All electric vehicles, from electric scooters, hoverboards, electric bikes, and electric skateboards too.
Electric skateboards. So you guys have quite a line of products here.
That's right. If you could ride it and it's electric, we make it.
Okay. So let's talk about what we've got. There's a really interesting scooter here that is sleek. I like the look of it. Tell me what sets this guy apart, because obviously there are electric scooters on the market. Where do you guys come in?
Yeah, so basically this is the Dash Charge. And as its name implies, it's got a wireless charging mount. So you snap your phone in there, and it's got a smart navigation app which connects to your scooter through Bluetooth. So it gives you notifications if you punch in a destination that's out of your range. It has voice assistant, which integrates with Siri and Google Voice. So you could change the music, you could make a phone call, you could input a destination, all without ever taking your hands off the steering wheel. And basically the problem we saw is, there's a lot of electric scooters on the market, as you mentioned, and what we noticed people doing is taking their phone out of their pocket and trying to balance the scooter while holding their phone in one hand, and we saw a real need for a solution like this. So by putting the phone in there and leveraging the computing power of your phone, it really makes the scooter into a smart scooter.
Okay. All right, yeah, I see people riding scooters, and sometimes and bikes, one hand, no hand, and they're messing around with their phone. It always worries me that they're going to fall maybe into traffic or something, and that's not good for anybody.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Okay, so how do you make it so that it can all be done without taking your hands off the handlebars here?
So basically the way we designed it is all the buttons are easy to reach with your left thumb, so the throttle's on the right, and your left thumb can reach the brake, or if you want to tap to access the voice assistant, you can do that very easily without taking your hand off the steering wheel there. Also, what's great about it is it could rotate for a vertical or horizontal view, and you could also angle up or down for your convenience.
That's really cool. I like the mount. We talked last year about Qi chargers and stuff, so I'm not surprised. I'm happy to find, but Qi charging on
the products I was working on last year, right?
So that's really cool. It deals with a couple of problems, right? The powering of the phone with the screen on while you're using the thing, and it also keeps people's hands and eyes focused.
That's right. And also what's great about it is if you don't have wireless charging, there is a USB port for wired charging as well. Yeah.
Great. Now, that's not the only product around us. I see a whole bunch of other things. What else are we looking at here?
So basically all of our scooters and bikes that we're launching here at CES have this wireless charging mount feature built in, everywhere from our opening price point scooter that's going to retail for $299 when it hits the market, to this higher end scooter that's going to be a $499 retail. And this one, goes a little further, a little faster than the opening price point. It's 15 miles on a charge, a little over 15 miles per hour. Whereas the opening price point is like 12.5 miles per hour and about 10 miles on a charge, plus or minus depending on the rider's weight.
And then in the background here, I see we've got a bicycle. Tell me about the bike. And I'm assuming it's an electric bike to go with the line.
You wouldn't think it by looking at it, but it is electric. It looks like a regular bike, but the motor's embedded inside the back wheel and the battery is embedded inside the frame. So people really love that it looks like very inconspicuous, looks like a regular bike, but it really packs a punch. It goes 20 miles per hour and it goes 30 miles on a charge. Wow. Yeah.
Okay, and probably just out of frame, we've got another bike over here. What sets that one off?
That's the PLUGHITZ Sport. It's got a detachable battery, also has our wireless charging mount, really beautiful, innovative design, and similar to the PLUGHITZ Commuter, it's got a 30-mile range and 20 miles per hour max speed.
All right, and there's something sitting down here next to me that is incredibly unique. I love what it is. Let's talk about this.
So this is like the evolution of the hoverboard. We call these the space shoes. We're introducing them here for the first time at CES, and it's got self-balancing technology. Each skate works independently, so you balance on it, and what's cool about it is not only is it more convenient to carry, but it's more fun to use because each foot can move independently. There's a lot more versatility and flexibility in terms of, you know, maneuvers and tricks and things like that that you could do that you otherwise wouldn't be able to do on a more traditional hoverboard type item.
And I've seen you riding these around. I'm actually impressed with seemingly how much work the gyro does for you.
Yeah, somehow I managed to go around the circle a few times and I didn't even fall. Thank God for the gyro. It saved me a couple times. But yeah, it really is very intuitive. Once you get on it, it really just feels like you're standing on flat ground because that gyro does all the work for you.
Very cool. And what kind of availability are we talking about on these guys?
So these are going to be shipping in April, and it's going to be a $249 retail when they launch.
Okay. And let's say we're a little afraid of these separate pieces. What have you got for those of us who might want something more connected?
So I mentioned the hoverboard, and we've innovated on that as well. We've got the Hover Glow and the Hover Strobe as our hoverboards that we're introducing here as well. And what we wanted to do with those is really create a light show. So the pedal lights up on the Hover Glow, and it's got light up wheels. So when you're riding down the street, the hoverboard really pops. It's really fun and really beautiful. And it comes with an app, so you can control the lights. You can have it change colors and have different flashing schemes. And then the other hoverboard, the Hover Strobe, similarly has a light up wheels that flashes different colors, and it has a strobe light effect that shoots out of the front and projects a really cool image on the ground in front of you while you're riding.
That's great. We've seen RGB start going into a lot of products, and I think this was kind of the inevitable.
Evolution. Yeah, exactly.
So availability and prices on these guys?
So these are also going to be shipping in the summer around May time, and it's going to be a $199 retail. For both hoverboards, that's right, same price.
Now, I can't help but see it over your shoulder. I'm looking at skateboards back there too, right?
That's right. We got a new line of electric skateboards. We got Voyager branded skateboards, and we also have the Tony Hawk branded skateboards. We have an exclusive license. And what we're trying to do with these skateboards is really bring it to the mass market. So we have an opening price point at $149 going up to $199. They go 6 miles on a charge and 12.5 miles per hour. So it's a great way to get from your dorm to your class. And like me, I like to ride it to work. So, for the big kids too.
I was thinking if you work downtown, going from the office to lunch or something like that would be great too.
Yeah, exactly. It's great for a short commute if you live in a city. Sometimes I keep it in my trunk of my car, so if I find a parking spot that's a little far away from where I'm going, I'll just ride it a few blocks to get door to door from my parking space.
So when you have to park in the parking garage and get to the Sands Expo, you can get there easier.
So you know how I'm getting back to my hotel tonight, is what you're saying. Yeah, getting to skip the taxi lines is definitely one of the perks of this job.
I had a feeling.
You're right.
So if people want more information on all of these products, how can they get that?
So you can find out more on ridevoyager.com on our website, and all these products that you see when they launch, they're going to be available there and in various retailers that we're working with right now.
Fantastic. Well, as always, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Same here. Thank you so much.
For continuing CES 2019 coverage, stay tuned to plughitzlive.com/CES.